All right, so today we are going to be taking Acheron into all of the endgame fights for our endgame gauntlet series here. And this is a pretty exciting one because Acheron is one of those characters that a lot of people really do like and has also been really good for a while. And, you know, she has been out for a few months, so we're seeing how she still is going to hold up for the content. Now, I do want to preface this video. I already recorded a part of it for the first showcase, but I don't have my signature light cone for Acheron, and this is probably going to be the most poverty Acheron showcase you will ever see because I'm running Goodnight Sleep Well at S3. That's all I have for her. So think of this as like the floor of what Acheron can do. If you have this at S5 or if you have her signature, you know, easy or S1, you can go even higher than that. But I wanted to preface it with that before I get comments being like, yo, where's your damage and all that stuff. I'm struggling out here with this. And I'm saving up. So I'm not going to be pulling for her light cone. Maybe one day I'll pull her light cone because she is still a very solid character. But I don't want to yap too much. Let's get right into these showcases here. All right, first up, we are going to be doing Apocalyptic Shadow. And for this one specifically, I am actually borrowing a friend's account because I wanted to show the difference between E0S1 and E0S0 for Acheron, because I think it's pretty important for her specifically, because the difference between them is kind of crazy. So I do have my friend's account here. He does have the signature, so E0S1, and we are just going to go in right here. Now, his builds, I will say, just all around the account, are maybe not as high quality as mine are. So this run is probably going to end up being slower than what I would be able to do on my account. But I do want to show the difference in how fast we can get the stacks of Slash Dream here for Acheron. Because the main thing with Acheron, as we're going to see, is her ultimate. So we're going to want to get that as much as possible. And also for this specific stage, you also, I'm also not running 2 Nihility, which we'll see 2 Nihility with Acheron for the other showcases in this video. But we are just rocking with the single Nihility for now, just because it's what I had to work with on this account. So at that point, you know, it is what it is. All right, so here, let's get this ult up, and we're going to get both Kafka and Acheron ults up as well, which is very good. We can get some solid damage and break on this. Because for this Sunday boss, you want to just break him as quickly as possible. Which, I mean, for all the Pure Fiction bosses, it's that way. But for this Sunday boss especially, breaking him is super important. Not just to get like the buffs from him being broken, but also to get his extra shield mechanic here. Because he can do some damage. He can definitely do some damage. Right. So now that these things all recovered, we're going to use the train. Timing that is really helpful so we can get as much break as possible. Yeah, then here, just going to focus in on Sunday. And as you see, because of the signature light cone, applying a debuff every time Acheron uses the skill, we are getting 2 stacks every time she uses the skill instead of 1, which is really helpful if you're, for you to get those stacks even faster. So here, we are just going to basic with Gallagher, the typical Gallagher combo. I do like that we're showing off a couple of different sustains as well with Acheron, because it is going to be really good to see how she's able to perform on a multitude of types of, team comps and different sustains. Just in case you're wondering, like, oh, should I pull Acheron if I don't have this particular sustain or that particular sustain? So it is very good. We got the weakness broken there pretty quickly, actually. So now we'll just use our ultimates and just try to deal as much damage as we can. Now this team, it doesn't get as much, yeah, it's not as fast in terms of like the actual damage dealing, but it is fast at getting the break, as we saw. So while we likely won't be able to move on to phase 2 of the fight in this first, in this first break, we should be able to get a second break without too much effort, and be able to get there. Either get the second break and get to the next phase, or just get to the next phase while we're still trying to get that second break. So yeah, as you see here, obviously, it's not Acheron's best situation, obviously not having the full trace active for the Nihility members, but this is still pretty doable. Now, you are going to get faster clears with other teams, like if you're running with the Firefly Break team, that's probably going to clear this stage faster, but I did want to show Acheron here just because we do have the lightning weakness. So she can still perform pretty well overall. And this is actually good that he got delayed by Ron May. So now we can get another Acheron ultimate off. And get even more damage. So let's see how much we're going to get him down to. Let's see, bringing him down to 21. Okay, not the best ever, but we also got a Kafka ultimate coming up, which will do a bit more damage too. Which we do love to see that. All right, 13%. That's actually not bad at all. And I have plenty of shield up too, which we definitely love to have that. I also considered for this stage running Japard over Gallagher just to get the trend of the universal market, but this account only has it at S2, I believe, so it was not working as well as it should have. So I was like, you know what, Gallagher's probably the better option here anyway, and I just kept it moving, you know. I just kept it moving. All right, not enough for the ultimate there yet for Gallagher, but that's all right. It is what it is. I was just gonna say, because I don't know how many of you have friends whose accounts that you've like tried out or like helped them out with stuff, but trying out like someone else's account who either has different characters than you or has characters at like different like levels of like being well built as you, it's a little humbling, because my account, as you guys have probably seen if you've seen my other videos, I have like signature light cone on my Ron May. I have more. I have a bunch of other sustains too. So low key, took me a minute to figure out what team I wanted to run for this part of the showcase. But you know what? We got it. We're doing actually pretty all right here at 1600, because the goal is to be above 1300 for the remaining action value. Now in the test run I did for this, we were definitely a bit below that. But if your first team is strong enough, it's not really the biggest deal in the world. All right, so we got another Acheron ult here. Can we get any of those break? Okay, we did. That's good. That's good. And we are getting close to getting to phase 2 here, which we do love to see. I can get another break there. Awesome. I am gonna hold on to the train attack for when we get to phase 2, so I can get even more break from there. All right, that's actually not good. That we got hit there, especially because Acheron's turn's coming up. Yeah, that's not good at all, because that's me missing out on stacks. But we gotta deal with it. And now I'm just gonna have Gallagher. Actually, yeah, you know what? Let's have Gallagher do this, and then will his ult be enough? Oh, we'll get breaks with it too, which should help with the damage. Okay, yeah. So we move on. Cutscene is cool Sunday, but you know, we're gonna skip past it. We're gonna skip past it. You'll have your time to shine on Friday with the live stream. Don't worry about that. All right, so here. Oh yeah, here we just get a free break on this, which is awesome. Also, there's so many crimson not stacks on that one. I don't know why they did that. All right. All right, let's use the train now. Get even more shield up, or start to get my shield up because it reset it. Let's see for Kafka. Actually, yeah, I'll use Kafka's ult here. That's fine. Yeah, use Kafka's ult so I can get ready so Acheron ult can do even more to Sunday as well. Because I did pick the buff that increases the ultimate break efficiency for this, so we are getting a good amount of mileage from that too. Especially since for Acheron, you want to focus on getting that ult up, so that is definitely the priority there. I'll just basic there, and then we just need to get one more debuff in. Shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. Actually, we try to get a break. Yeah, you know, you have all the Crimson Knot stacks anyway, so let's just ult. Yeah, it's a skill there, and then we'll ult Acheron. It's not gonna be as much to like the main body of Sunday, but it's fine. We still got a solid amount of breaks there. Already have 5 out of 8 on the train attack as well, which we do love to see that. All right, now I'm just focusing on him. He's gonna do his big attack soon. Yeah, he's on day 6, so we gotta get ready for that. All right, not enough to break anyone, so I'll just basic. And now we hope for the best. I don't think we'll die. We're gonna take some damage, I'm sure, but Yeah, we took some damage, but we're still alive here. We just need Gallagher to be able to heal us up real quick. Okay, I don't know why they're all hitting Ruan Mei, but sure, I guess. Ruan Mei dies, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay, good, you hit Gallagher. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, put your skill back up, put your ult up. I'm also realizing how much of a difference Ruan Mei's signature light cone gives, because she gets an extra skill point every time she ults, so that is really good for her. Here, yeah, actually, I'm gonna maintain the skill point, because I know I can just ult here, and then with the enhanced basic, I'll heal Ruan Mei up, so I'm not too worried. And by getting another break here, too, can I break? Okay, yeah, I can break from full, so I'm gonna break you. Oh, and we get the train. That's good. All right. All right. Honestly, here. Okay, this is tough because I'm gonna get the little buff. Unless I can use this first. Can I use this first? Oh, I can. Okay. I tried. I tried to not break so I can get 2 ults off in a row, but it is what it is, I guess. You gotta deal with that. So let's just re-trigger these ults. I'm gonna wait on Gallagher's. I'm gonna wait on Gallagher's just so we can basic ult basic. Because he is like right there on the order. So yeah, we'll Kafka skill there. Basic. We'll ult. And then we will... Yeah, we're gonna try to get another Acheron ult up before we get to... before he recovers again. Yeah, I think that's the that'll be the best thing to happen. I think Kafka's gonna do that. Actually, we might not be able to, but it's fine because outside of his big attack, he doesn't hit us in this phase. So, well, I mean, like the little like music note things on the sides do, but that's not that crazy. That is not that crazy at all. All right. Oh yeah, I'll get my ult right here. That's good at the very least. Okay, Acheron ult, and see, will we get a break on something? Oh yeah, we definitely got some breaks there. That's good. More breaks we get, the better for this. It's pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much just rinse and repeat for this kind of for this stage here, and just making sure you get as many breaks as possible. So yeah, Acheron can definitely do it. And of course, if you're someone, 'cause I know plenty of people went for E2, and or have you know, they have other characters that are better. Like if you have Jiao Cho would be awesome for this run as well. Yeah, Acheron can definitely look way better than you're seeing here, and also that you'll see throughout the video. I wish I would have gotten my Kafka out earlier, but it is what it is. We'll get that going. We'll get Ruan Mei ult up. Yeah, I think next time we get the Acheron ult, that should be it. Oh yeah, and like I said, yeah, we are below that 1300 goal that I always mention to get for the clear, but sometimes it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, but even if you're a bit below on one side, if your other team is very good, it's fine. Which is something I really do like about Apocalyptic Shadow, because you do have that bit of freedom as well. Like you're not locked into like, oh, I need to, if I don't get 1300 on each side, it's over for me. And Pure Fiction has a similar kind of thing as well, which is nice. But I do like Apocalyptic Shadow more as a mode overall. That's me though. I don't know how you guys feel about the end game, and especially I'll talk about it more when we get to the Pure Fiction part of this. But with Pure Fiction having its changes coming out in 2.7, that should be pretty exciting as well. All right, we should be getting ready to end it off here though, because we are going to get the ultimate. Although not many of the Crimson Knots are on the main body there. But okay, it doesn't matter though. All right, so we got through Apocalyptic Shadow there, which is pretty awesome. I mean, our score obviously could have been better, but then again, we could have had better, you know, characters as well. So if you're someone who's running an E0 S1 Acheron, I think you could definitely get a pretty solid clear with it. as long as you, well, with better investment in terms of like relics and stuff, as well as if you're running some other characters that are also better built. So now let's move on to the next fight here. All right, so we're back on my account now for the next one, which is going to be pure fiction here against the Yanqing fight. We are running Acheron, Kafka, Black Swan, and Fu Xuan here. Because, like I said in the Apocalyptic Shadow one, I do want to show off a few different sustains with the team. Plus, this team is just really good for this fight in particular against Yanqing. So yeah, like I always do for pure fiction, we're just putting it on auto. We're just going to see what happens. Now, Fu Xuan is running Trend of the Universal Market, so we do want her to get hit as much as possible here. And right now, RNG is not on our side. And yeah, like I said in the beginning too, we are running E0 S0 with a very low superimposition Good Night Sleep Well, so we are not getting as much from that. But I do have my Kafka built with the Herta Shop Light Cone that gives energy, so because of that, we should be seeing more frequent ultimates from her, which will help out Acheron in the long run as well. So yeah, that should be good for us. We are making a ton of progress here. We've barely used too many of our actions in the first cycle here. We are already about to go into wave 2. Kafka got debuffed there, or crowd control debuffed, which is a bit of a yikes, but it is what it is. We just gotta deal with it because we're not running a cleanser, we're running a Fu Xuan instead. So he's gonna get her ult off here, and then Acheron's gonna get hers off. Yeah, pretty much for this, because I did also pick the buff that gives us, that lets us detonate dots upon using our ultimate. So that'll also be really good for this team, since not only are we trying to get Acheron a bunch of ultimates, but Kafka's gonna be ulting a lot too. So yeah, right here, we're gonna get that ultimate, also gonna detonate the dots. The traffic light enemies are a bit annoying here if you can't deal with them in time for their shield to go up, but it is what it is, because of how many ultimates we're getting, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It just is a bit of an annoyance. Alright, Fu Xuan finally getting hit for the first time all pure fiction video here. Alright, we got Kafka ult again. Yeah, that the Herta Shop Light Cone, it's really good because you get energy per time that you kill an enemy that has your dot on them. So because Kafka can put dot on everyone with her ultimate, it's really helpful for her. And I honestly kind of like it. I mean, her signature is obviously going to be better, and I think other options like Good Night Sleep Well and, other light cones, they're going to give her more, more damage in the long run. But because of where Kafka is in, like, the meta, I don't know, not everyone likes, like, the whole, like, meta talk, but where Kafka is in terms of how good she is now, I think this kind of build is probably better for how Dot just hasn't really gotten buffed. Because a lot of the time for me, my Kafka is pretty much either just used in pure fiction, or if I want to tag her along with Acheron, like we've been doing for this video. So besides that, she is pretty much just going to be in pure fiction, so I think this kind of build is actually really good for her. Now, because of how bad our RNG has been with getting Fu Xuan hit to get more stacks, we are probably not going to hit 40k on this run, but I have gotten 40k on this stage with this team. So it is very possible to get max points, even with my Acheron being underbuilt in comparison to a lot of the other Acheron you guys probably see. I'm hoping my Fu Xuan doesn't die here though. We need to get her un-CC'd real quick. Come on, Fu Xuan. There we go. All right, we're good. We're good. Fu Xuan was not having a fun time over there. And she's back to being CC'd. At least she's healed this time, though. At least she's healed this time. Not the worst thing in the world. All right, we got another Kafka ult. We need Acheron to... Actually, no, that's not going to matter, because Acheron is on the... Acheron's not even in the cycle anymore. So that kind of sucks that she's CC'd. And that's going to be the reason why we don't get 40k. But it is what it is. Still a pretty solid score overall. I think we hit 30k. Either we hit 30k or we're kind of close to it. Let me actually see what the score was there. Okay, yeah, we hit 33k. This team is RNG dependent for this team for sure, because you are relying a lot on Trend of the Universal Market procs. and we just were not getting it there. But if you get more of those, 40k, even with my like pretty poor Acheron light cone, you can still get 40k, because Pure Fiction's less about damage, more about how quickly you can knock out the enemies, because a lot of the times your builds are going to be overkill for Pure Fiction. But I am also interested to see how that'll change once we get the new Pure Fiction format in 2.7. Alright, now we are here for our final showcase of the video here. We are doing MOC against the Past, Present, and Eternal show. And for this team, we're doing one Nihility again, but we're running Pela, because hey, nowadays Pela doesn't get as much love. And we really gotta show some love for Pela. But we also do have Aventurine now, because I did want to switch up the sustains as well. So we'll see how he can perform. He's running Trend as well, so we can get more stacks. And Pela will be nice to have for her, her defensive debuffs as well for the enemy. Now, I think a really solid team would be Acheron, Pela, and Zhao Cho. But I don't have Zhao Cho, so we're gonna work with what we got and run Ruan Mei, because Ruan Mei is just her. Like Ruan Mei is just so good. Plus, Aventurine should never have to use his skill, so I won't have to worry about that at all, which we do love to see. I am also running Resolution on Pela, so we can get the defense debuffs as well. And I love when they try to give energy to Acheron. And giving energy to Aventurine is cool. That's cool. Because now Pela will get that, and actually it's Acheron ult first. Actually no, I should have Aventurine ulted, because he would have increased the crit damage they take, but that's fine. Not a super big deal. Not a super big deal. Alright, so we got Aventurine's ult off here. Hopefully it's follow-up as well. Alright, cool, we got 6. Like, Aventurine's damage isn't going to be like the most amazing thing ever, but it'll definitely be something that's nice to have. Also, Pela getting her energy up here. You already have the defense debuff, so I'm going to skill. Just get some extra energy. Aventurine can just... He can just basic, which is so nice. So I don't have to worry about getting him all of these... I don't have to worry about having skill points for him. And as follow-up, let's get Pela. Well, again, I am running Eagle on Pela as well, so she's going to be getting a good amount of turns. So we do love to see that. Actually, no, I don't think you have this, but okay, no, you do have that debuff. My fault. My fault. Yeah, I just want to focus on this one on the left right now, because this is the more annoying one of the two. Yeah, absolutely the more annoying one. All right. Shoutouts to Aventurine getting hit there, so we can get another stack, and let me skill so that we can Acheron ult. And we're definitely gonna take out the one on the left, right? Okay, well, all right, now it's gone. All right. I probably could have saved that, but it's whatever. I just want to try to get my damage in and try to get to this next phase here, because the second phase, the Past, Present, and Eternal show, it is it's kind of fun. I mean, it's kind of fun when you're not using the Firefly team, because the Firefly team just destroys that phase, like without a question, which is nice, but it kind of doesn't let you see how difficult that stage can actually be if you're not running like perfect team for it. All right, cool. That kills. That's good. Let's start out with the defense debuff right away. With Pela ultimate into basic. Okay, no, because I already had a defense debuff. Never mind. I did that in the reverse order. My fault. Aventurine. Also, all the stacks are on you. I don't know why. I have no idea why they're all on you, but all right. All right, we just need to get hit, and we can get Acheron's ultimate from there. Oh, we need Aventurine to get hit. I mean. All right, we got CC'd. Oh, Aventurine. Also, Aventurine, where are your shields, my guy? Where are your shields? We need to fix that. Do I actually have to use Aventurine's skill? Like, what's going on? Aventurine, we gotta talk about this, man. Like, what is going on here? All right, Pela, you can skill. Aventurine's got a skill as well. Like, I don't know what happened to you. Actually, you know what? It's probably because we're running Trend and we're not running, cause I normally run Japard's signature on him. So that's probably what it is. Cause Japard's signature gives a crazy amount of defense. All right, yeah, let's get that break there as well, and they're gonna take the extra damage. Pelican basic, and we can get her ult as well. Yeah, because another Acheron ult should be able to... Yeah, another Acheron ult should definitely be able to get us to their second health bar. Which, I mean, this run, you know, like the other runs in this video, definitely slower than what you would want. But like I said, because my Acheron isn't as, you know, well invested or as well built as a lot of people's Acherons, you'll definitely, you should definitely be able to get better runs than I have here. We need to get these shields up. Let me just break you, because you are the most annoying of the bunch, without a doubt. All right, can my shields save me? Okay, cool. Thank you, Aventurine. Very cool. Very cool of you. All right, then here we need to put this back up. Yeah, because once we get them broken, then we can start doing some crazy damage. Although it definitely would be nice for this comp to have more, ways to break them. Like Gallagher would also be very good here. All right, let me just break you. Might as well at that point. And now we can just focus on the... Actually, I'm gonna basic you just to get the exo toughness damage. Because honestly, exo toughness is such a cool mechanic. Because I feel like some of the mechanics are kind of just like whatever, but they kind of cooked with the exo toughness, I'm not gonna lie. All right, we are going to ult here because this is the only type of break we have for the middle one. And doing some dollar damage plus the extra there as well. So as long as I can keep getting debuffs and keep getting more charges here, we can try to get another Acheron ult here. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll ult. And then Palo will get dragged up. Is she going to be back up into the cycle? No, she's not. She didn't even move. She didn't even really move, if we're being honest. Okay, it looks like the buff will actually just finish this off, which is honestly fine. Oh, or not. Okay, sure. Sure. Just don't do enough damage then. All right, Palo got the last hit. You know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Palo getting the last hit. So, yeah, 23 cycles left. I mean, if you're like me and you have like a really solid team for this Hule fight, that might not be that big of an issue. Obviously, there I would have liked to run Aventurine for that side, but for the showcase, I was like, you know, let's just run him with the Acheron team there. But lastly, let's just show off the Acheron build. So for my Acheron, as I said, very budget light cone. We have S3 Good Night Sleep Well, obviously not the best. In terms of stats, we are at 3,300 attack, base speed on her, or basically base speed, 53 over 133. Now the crit rate goes a bit higher because of Izumo, but we'll get to that with the relics. Yeah, we have lightning damage there. Trace wise, I have ult and talent maxed out. Skill, I could probably level up at some point as well, but I have the main important ones maxed out there. Then for relics, we are running a 4-piece Pioneer set and 2-piece Izumo, so we are getting some extra attack and crit rate from that, as well as some extra crit stats and damage here as well, which is really good. Then Eidolons, we are at E0 as well. E2 is very good, which gives you, way more mileage on her, so I definitely do understand when people go for her E2. But I just have her E0 S0, so hopefully this gave you guys a good indicator of Acheron's floor, because I feel like everyone is talking about like, oh, Acheron can do this amount of damage, like this, like the ceiling of what Acheron can do. But seeing that Acheron, not at her best, can still have at least decent clears on content, and also can still has the potential to get 40k on the side of Pure Fiction, Acheron is still solid. And definitely is going to be a worthwhile character for people if you do have the resources to get her, and also, are prepared for what's going to come in the future. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of Acheron, and if you want me to do any like specific characters for the series, because this is honestly really fun, and it will also motivate me to fully build more of my characters. But with that, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.